If you no longer want to be able to work with the data in the table, you want to get rid of the table and keep your data, you could cut and paste to get it out of the table and then delete the table, but that's a little bit too much for me. I'd rather use this fancy feature called Table to Text. Go ahead and click anywhere within the table, because up here we've got the related contextual layout tab that we need to get to go to the data group, and it's right there, Convert to Text. Click on it, and it says, how do you want to keep your data separate? In other words, the default recommendation is tabs, because right here in the table you have cells. So in row 1 you have books, then you've got a line, and then the next one, which is, well, how many books? 1. If you use tabs, after it removes the table, it keeps the data, but it'll separate it by tabs. If you do paragraph marks, then that's kind of crazy, because for books it'll be in its own paragraph, and then below that will be 1, and then below that magazines, then below that 3, and that doesn't work for me. So you can choose the default or stick with the default tabs. You can do commas, or you can do some other character that separates the data. I'm going to stay with tabs and click Okie dokie, and there you go. Come up here on the Home tab to the paragraph group and turn on the show codes, and there's all your tabs. Now in addition to that, notice how, well, up here on the horizontal ruler, we got our left tab align. That when I click and hold it, you can see that it's aligning everything in the second column just perfectly left align. I can click and drag that out. Looks nice. And then go ahead and deselect that to turn off the codes. And then if I want to do this vice versa, convert the text into a table, so I can do some special formatting and organizing it according to tables instead of using the tab stops. Then with everything selected here, I can come up here, click on the Insert tab, go to the Tables group, Table, down to Convert it to Table. Click on it, and it says the number of columns we believe you want is what we see here, 2 columns, so 2 columns in the table. You can go ahead and increase that if you'd like. I'm going to keep it. And when it comes to auto fit behavior, you can have fixed column width, which is set to auto. Of course, you can define that by clicking on the spin dial up to 0.3 inch, 0.4, and let me go all the way back down to auto. You can do auto fit to contents or auto fit to window. We talked about that in our table modification training video. And so I'll leave it as is. And how's it going to separate the text? Well, how it's being separated right now is by tabs. So if it was separated by paragraphs, you choose that, or by commas or something other. So I can just go ahead and click Okie dokie, and there we go. Ooh, that's quite lengthy, isn't it? So I can do the auto fit by coming over here and hovering over the right-hand border of this column, and then double-clicking really fast, and it brings it in to fit it to the longest text cell within that column, or the contents of the cell within that column. And I can also do it right here, double-click really fast. Cool. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month, you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.